Hey guys, well, it has already been interesting. So, since the last time I was out here, a few inches of snow has fallen. I decided to drive out and try to go up Gorge Creek Road again, and that did not work out. You know, there's a big hill that you go down going up that road. And then, and there's no such hill heading, like, you don't have to go up any hill like that on the way in there. But when you come out, you got to go up this big hill. Now, my car is a piece of crap winter car with no snow tires. So I got to the top of this hill and I kind of went, if I can't get up that hill on the way back, I am so boned. So I turned around and I said, it's not worth it. Screw it. I work most of the rest of the month, and this is November, and all the gates close December 1st. So I could only even go back up there one more time after this. So I just said, it's not worth it. I got stuff to hike down here. So I've been down back on the main road in the Sheep Valley, kind of researching a little bit, trying to scout out some trailheads. So now I'm in the Bighorn parking lot, and I think I've got something I can do, or at least attempt. All right, in the purple one once again. So here is where I tried to go. That didn't happen. Now I'm parked at the Bighorn parking lot here. I already drove over here and hunted down this and made waypoints on my phone. I'm gonna go hike up this missing link trail. Up here, I would like to try and get the missing link mountain from here. Now there's two options now. Actually there's three, really. I could go back the way I came. That's probably the safest one, and then just come back here. Could come down here. According to the book, I think it's pretty hard to find this. Like if you didn't go up to begin with, it might be a little tough to find. So that could be interesting. I could also go down this to the top of Gorge Creek Road and then walk down the road all the way back to Bighorn. Anyhow, I'll start with this and see if I can hike up here. That's the first goal. Okay, I've never parked here before. I guess, I know. The Bighorn absolutely love it down here. So I think that's primary usage of this is to just wander down there and check them out. But yeah, I'll go read the interpretive deal. Why not? Well, I'm glad it's educating people about not getting too close to the sheep. So this is supposed to lead you to a viewpoint. That's cool. All right, first thing I got to do is walk about 500 meters to what was an old parking lot to go and find the missing link trail. Okay. You can see sort of the entrance. Here's a little gate. You can see the sign for Bighorn over there. It really isn't very far. Not sure why they decided to wipe out this parking lot, but whatever. Let's go see if I can't find the trail. Okay, you walk in here and it does a little loop. This parking lot, this little loop is actually still on Maps.me. Yeah, Maps.me doesn't get updated all that often. All right, so here's the drift fence. Okay, so this part of the trail is pretty obvious, but I don't really like this because I can't see the trail. Like the trail is, like I say, it's obvious here, but this is open forest. And of course, I can't really see the dirt, and absolutely nobody has been here before me. Well, okay, I think yeah, you know what, I'm wrong. There are tracks. Good. Hopefully they knew what they were doing. Okay, so I got tracks to work with. Because with open forest, you can easily be led astray, right? I can't see the ground. Otherwise, if you can see the ground, it'd be easy. Okay, see how this works. All right. right, there's a pretty obvious trail. And then there's another trail heading this way. Jillian mentions 2 splits, but I'm not sure which one I'm at, the first one or the second one. The first one says go either way, so all right, I'll keep following the tracks on the bigger trail. Fine. Second one says to stay left, so, but it will just go to the Canyon Creek connector. So if I should have stayed left on that one, that's not a big deal. I can just swing back. Anyway, I'll stay on the big trail, one that has the human tracks. Definitely makes me more comfortable. And here's the next split. That literally was coming up as I was talking in my last video. The other split is just like literally 20, 30 meters over there. So there's human tracks going up both. So I'm happy about that. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a way up Missing Link. If I happen to go the wrong way, if I had gone that way, that's really not a big deal, but it's not what I want to accomplish today. Okay, I've come to another intersection. So I came out of here. There's basically a little triangle in the area, right? So that was basically a shortcut over here. Otherwise I'd have gone down there and then come back. So now down here to a little creek, and then, yeah. All right, this is working out so far. It's coming. All right, I just did that last video up there. I'm down at the creek. So there's something going up here, and then there's clear trails going this way. The problem is that this area gets cows all the time, so the cows could have done that. And I mean, this is a decommissioned trail, so you end up with stuff like this, right? There's a marker, but it's on a fallen tree. So there could be a marker, but I don't know where. There might be one up there. This is a completely blind choice. Okay, I'm gonna try up here first. All right. Climbed up and here's a marker, so that's a good sign. Okay. The footprints, they stopped at the top of that thing, so me against the world, the usual stuff. Well, I'm in the same place. There's no way for me to know which way to go. This looks pretty open. This looks pretty open. There's a marker here, but no obvious trail. The trail is on Maps.me, but that trail seems to follow down there. So I don't know what to do, right? Okay, so I kind of started wandering along. I'm sort of following that meadow. I want to keep it in sight. And I found another marker, so, all right. I mean, this is kind of a trail here, right? So, kind of a beat up, abandoned trail, but now I'm starting to see it kind of clearly. Yeah. You see this? Cows do this. A lot of us back here too. Not only is this open forest, but cows make trails everywhere. It's a very easy place to get lost. In a national park, a trail is a trail. Everything else is thick forest, practically. Right? I mean, you might find little game trails, but they're nothing like the big trails. When an area where they allow cows to come do their thing, you have little trails all over the place. And that is a dangerous area, man. I am still seeing the little red markers. That's good. And it looks like it is coming down here to cross this creek. And there's a trail going up there. I think that's it. All right, so I think I could have taken either way. Come down here or come up onto this little bluff. Either way, I think would have gotten me over here. I like this. This is a good sign. Cows don't make bridges, all right? This is as man-made as it gets. Okay, I'm glad I went and did some reading. So at the top of this meadow, you have a clear Y intersection, but here is a red diamond. Well, I mean, I have to break off on the missing link trail, and if you read, it says that the left one is 21B, going up to a mountain, which is the one I want to do. Okay. All right. It's happening. I mean, it's a little bit slow going, which of course, time is against me always in the winter, right? Night is always coming. Tick tock, tick tock. But it's coming. It's coming. Been quite a while since I've seen one of these. I'll bring these old tires out here and use them and make them into what they call salt licks for the cows. Nice. This open area is very pretty, but it also means that I'm going to have some trail finding challenges. One thing that's important in this is to make sure to look back. You know, that trail actually is pretty visible, but I made a waypoint on my phone anyway, you know? It's not always so obvious coming back. You just come traipsing out of here, you're like, oh yeah, look at this. Where do I go next? But if I'm coming back this way, I gotta make sure that I am careful to make it easy for myself. All right, I found the cut line. You walk all the way through that meadow, following cow trails, and then maybe a couple 100 meters into the forest. Cut line is barely visible going up here. But yeah, apparently I follow this for, I don't know, 2.5 kilometers or something. In about 1 kilometer, I cross another cut line, so that's kind of the next waypoint in my mind. All right, just gotta go down and cross this thing, and off we go. This is a level shot. You can see I am starting to climb. I mean, I am climbing a mountain, so, well, a foothill. Missing link foothill, really, not missing link mountain. And the snow has gotten a little deeper, which is a touch concerning, but I don't think it's too bad. It just makes things a little harder. At the little Y intersection, Jill clearly says to keep left. Considering that way climbs, I am happy to keep left. All right, I've come to that other cut line. Look at this. It goes down and then it goes steeply up. I do not envy whoever it is who went up and cleared these trees out. I don't envy them, man. That looks like that would have been hard work. So steep. Man, just because it has a cut line on a map doesn't mean you want to use it, not without some kind of guidance. Like, wow, that one looks nasty. The views are starting to come. Climbing pretty steeply here. You can see I'm zigzagging, trying to make it a little easier. Oh, the snow adds on to the fun a little bit. It's not too deep, but just I don't have much traction. Top of the ridge. All that down there is not part of the Maspy Trail. Trail of Maspy keeps going this way, so Maspy trails are not a bad little guide, but I would rather just follow what Jill says in the Kananaskis trail guide, right? Okay. I've been walking on this ridge line, mostly flat. Now it's starting to descend. About 600 meters. I'm supposed to find a trail that goes off to the left that's flagged right before the end of this thing. And it looks like it just ends up there. It'll take a little time. I have to look around and see what I can find here. Okay. Here we go. This is going to be a challenge. It even says so in the book. So, I mean, it basically says this is a challenge in the summer. And look what it is now. With snow on the ground, I really cannot find trails. So, okay, so there's a flag. That's nice to see. I think they will be flagging for a bit. But it's kind of faded and old and supposed to disappear. So I'll have that, and then I'll be pretty much just following compass, phone, whatever I can use to get the proper direction to climb up Missing Link. I mean, look at this. There's a flag there, but this is a trail? Okay, if you say so. All right, I found another few flags, but really, those are all gone now. I've done 200 meters. It is easy bushwhacking. And every so often, I get out the phone, point where I want to go, and make sure I mark those trees in my mind. And it doesn't matter how I get to those trees, as long as I get to those trees. And then keep right on going, right? And I'm leaving waypoints on my phone. Breadcrumbs, right? I mean, you can kind of see the ridge that I'm climbing, so that's helpful. But remember, I want to come down. I might come down this way. So, and that can be a little more dangerous, right? Because down is not as obvious. That part I have found a few times when doing things like this. Well, I think I found 21A. So I went down here and I made a bunch of marks in the snow, but I didn't feel like that was really enough. So I put these branches here so that I don't just go ripping past it if I decide to go down 21A. Okay. Let's figure the rest of this out. Hola! Okay, good, you're a human. Nope. Okay, cool. So, you saw that. I heard some clacking in the bush, and there was someone back there. And he came from the mountains, so now I can just follow his footprints. Boy, does that make life a lot easier, let me tell you. Yeah, we had a long conversation. He was another solo hiker like me, and told me there's people coming up from Gorge Creek Trail. There's people coming from all over the place. Oh, look at that. See, he came down here and then circled back up. And yeah, so that'll make my life a whole lot easier if I want it to be. Man, some trees. Crazy tree. Very cool. Oh, mama. Here's a whole bunch of footprints. Here it comes. Oh, yeah. It's like carrying and everything. Oh, wow. I've gotten like almost no views, so this is jeez. Holy crap. Woo! Woo! Fantastic. Look at this. That's the parking lot at Gorge Creek. So cool. Awesome. So, just below cairn, walk down here, and I think you get a view right down the valley. Oh, sweet. Oh. Very cool. You can see the Gorge Creek, the old Gorge Creek Road going down there. Actually, you can see one going up here too. I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, very cool. Nothing like a little hot chocolate on top of a mountain. Missing Link Mountain. You notice how down there I'm kind of calling it a foothill, but now that I've climbed it, it's a mountain. Ah, cheers. Ah, it's nice to get some sugar. Sugar. Chocolate. So you can see how high the sun is above those mountains. It's currently like 3:15. I don't want to be caught out in this in the dark. All right, I don't care if I have a night light. The guy I ran into, he described a different way. Like, I'm sure a bunch of these footprints are going down to that parking lot down there, but I don't want to go down there today. He described going down here, kind of around like Dot Mountain, and it's not in the Kananaskis trail guide. I think that's fine. He ended up in Nash Meadows, which is where 21A would end up. So instead of going back and going down 21A, which no one has done today, and there were no footprints, I'm going to follow these footprints and then his footprints that keep on going and go down to Nash Meadows. I think that's the safest route because I won't spend a bunch of time trying to figure out where I'm going. I can just follow footprints and get down out of here before this thing goes below those mountains. Walking along this ridge, it is awesome. I mean, I pretty much, all the way up, I almost had no views. It was basically just checking out that trail, looking at the trees. But he was saying I got lots of, the guy I ran into was saying I got lots of fun stuff ahead of me. So, lots of nice views. Yeah. All right, now that I've walked down here, this is a good place to get my bearings, right? I think clearly you go down here and follow this to get down to the cars. He said, don't go down the first valley. I think he means this one. So I think on the other side of this ridge, that's where I go down. I think that's Dot Mountain right there. This guy, I think, is Dot Mountain. Anyway, I should have his footprints to follow, so see what happens. So I already had the two trails break off. I took the left one, and I think it's bringing me the correct direction. The other one went to the right, likely went back down to Gorge Creek Trail. So I made a waypoint in my phone, marking it. Well, I am just happily following tracks out of this. It's obvious it's been 3 or 4 people. When you have a group, those are pretty safe tracks to follow. I mean, the chances of me coming down here and finding 3 or 4 bodies, right? 3 or 4 people who are completely lost is very, very slim. Usually groups are led by someone who knows what they're doing, so when you're following one person's tracks, but yeah, I don't mind this. Yeah. Funnily enough, this trail, even though it's not in the Kananaskis trail guide, it is on Maps.me, which means that it's on all the other ones too. That means it's on all trails, like they all use the same topo map. So, yeah. Well, it's been mostly in the forest, but well, here's a very nice shot. This has been so nice, it's just lightly downhill. Look at that, like, is this a camp spot? Look at this massive piece. Maybe there's a rock. Good Lord. I don't know. There's absolutely no water up here, so who knows? Little mysteries. Is this the top of Dot Mountain? I don't know. Definitely the top of something. Come to a nice little opening and some views. Cool. Just divine. To think that there really isn't much in here for trails. There's like 1. And 2 if you go a little farther, and then it goes up there to Blue Creek Mountain. Oh, Blue Mountain? I don't know. So nice. All right, I'm at a very clear distinction here. Been going steeply downhill for, last few minutes. Now there's very clearly a trail going down here. That's gonna pop out on the Gorge Creek Road. And then there's like one little set of prints going this way, which I think belong to that guy, right? And actually these are them. And this will go farther. This will bring me closer to the car, and I won't be walking back on that road so much. So I'll take that. Well, when the choice is up here on the ridge or down there on the road in order to get back to my car, it's a really easy choice, let me tell you. Surprise. Maybe this is Dot Mountain. You just don't know. Look at these just like 2, 3 little trees here. Cool. And I got to walk along it for a little while. Fantastic. Very cool. This ridge walk, Jill, why is this not in the Kananaskis Trail Guide? This ridge walk is so pretty. This is so cool. Very cool. All right, for like the 4th time, is this Dot Mountain? Holy crap. Awesome. So cool. All right, try not to run off the cliff. Woo. Oh. Who knew? Holy crap. So cool. Okay, now that I've crested this, you can see there's a trail that goes down, and then I'm sure there's something that goes down that and then intercepts the Gorge Creek road. I might just do that instead of trying to find my way up and over this and then back down. The sun is almost below that mountain, man. It is maybe just time to get myself to safety. Well, I was following someone's footprints, and when I stopped paying precise attention, they went away. And so now I'm just following this trail down. Seems like a pretty obvious trail. I don't mind just going down to the road. The road is quite icy, so I would just put on my ice cleats. And then I know that I can walk on that road at night, right? That's not gonna bother me, or if it's getting dark. So yeah, good enough. I think I've got my escape route figured out. Well, the trail basically went away on me. So now I'm just gonna pick my way down here, and you can see the road is right here. That'll work. All right. That wasn't the most fun, but I knew it was the safest option. I didn't know what was down here, down in this little creek or whatever. Maybe there's a trail, maybe there isn't, but I knew I could just pick my way down there. Road's just over here. Well, the road's over there. I decided to walk down here and just kind of check out what's going on by this creek. Someone's come in and cut huge cuts in here, maybe just trying to gather firewood. There's a trail on this side, kind of goes up a little bit, keeps going, and there's an obvious trail on the other side. Who knows, man? Mystery trails, they're not on anything that I can tell. They're not in the guide, they're not on the map, they're not on all trails, they're not on nothing. Yeah, maybe one day I'll figure it out, but not today. Starting to get dark, almost done with the Gorge Creek road. I just looked at my phone and realized that I have 2.1 kilometers back to Bighorn. And that's in a straight line. I guess I didn't think the road walk would be this long. Oh well. 2 minutes after I did that video, this van comes along, and it's the same guy I ran into earlier. What a gem. You know, he finished. He came, drove by, he saw my car was still here because I told him that I had parked at this parking lot. And so he just did a quick sweep just to see. He knew where I'd probably pop out and just to see if I was there. What a nice guy, you know, yeah. I mean, single, Soho, God, I can't think anymore. Solo backpackers looking out for each other, so that last 2 kilometers, I didn't have to walk it. Very nice of them. Anyway, not bad, not bad at all. I didn't do all the trails I wanted to, but I'm very happy I heard about Dot Mountain. It's not in the Kananaskis trail guide. It's just kind of marked on a topo map, and that's it. And I'd heard that people will go do Dot Mountain and Missing Link. And yeah, I thought it was very, very nice. So I'm happy to have done it. And I've kind of got plans to try and do 21A on another hike, maybe in a week. We'll see. I have one more hike I can do before December 1st comes and all the gates close. So I have to work a lot. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, another successful day. You just never quite know what's going to happen at this time of year. So any success, any trail explored is, oh yeah, that is excellent. Get out there and hike.